Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I need to talk about something that happened this past weekend. It's been on my mind, and I think it brings up a really important conversation about boundaries, family, and our professions. I'm 40 years old, and I work as a therapist. This Sunday, we were at my in-laws' house for a family get-together. And let me tell you, it was one of the most draining experiences I've had in a long time. The conversation turned to back-to-school preparations. I casually mentioned that I had just finished paying the school fees for my two kids, and how relieved I was to get that major expense out of the way before the week started. Just as I said it, my sister-in-law, who is 35, jumped in. Out of nowhere, she said, "Must be nice. With all that therapist money, you should help family instead of just bragging." At first, I chuckled. I genuinely thought she was just teasing me, the way family sometimes does. But she didn't stop. She kept going, insisting that since I could obviously afford it, I should pay for one of her 3 kids' school fees too. She said my whole job is about helping people, so I should start with family. Then she looked directly at me and delivered the line that really stung. She asked, "What good is all your empathy if you can't even help your own nieces and nephews?" That one hit hard. The friendly, teasing tone was gone, and it felt like an attack. My smile faded, and I knew I had to address it directly. I told her, as calmly as I could, that my primary responsibility is to my own children, not hers. I also reminded her that being a therapist is my profession, it's my job. It doesn't mean I am on call to provide free emotional or financial labor to everyone, including family, whenever they demand it. Well, she did not take that well at all. She immediately started yelling, calling me cold and selfish. Then she stood up abruptly, gathered her things, and just left, leaving everyone else in stunned silence. The whole atmosphere of the get-together was ruined. Later, my husband told me he was upset with how I handled it. He thinks that, given my profession, I should have been more gentle or softened my response. He feels I could have found a more diplomatic way to say no. But here's the thing, and it's something that's central to my work and my life. In therapy, we are taught to establish and maintain very clear boundaries. A core principle is that you do not take on burdens that are not yours to carry. It's not about being cold. It's about self-preservation and maintaining healthy relationships. That's exactly how I try to live my personal life, too. I've been replaying it in my head. If I had agreed and paid her kids' school fees this time, where would it end? Would it be school fees again next term, then new clothes? What about medical bills or car repairs? It would create a dynamic of dependency and entitlement that would never stop. It's a slippery slope that I'm not willing to go down. A part of me does feel a pang of guilt. I do earn more than she does, and I know she's struggling financially. I have empathy for her situation, but I can't ignore how entitled and manipulative that whole exchange felt. She used my profession as a weapon against me, twisting the concept of empathy into an obligation for me to bankroll her children's expenses. That just felt like a massive line was crossed. Being a therapist doesn't mean I have an endless supply of emotional energy or money to fix everyone's problems, especially when they demand it like that. My empathy is for her struggle, but my boundary is for my own family's well-being and my own financial security. It's a tough situation and it's created a lot of tension, but I stand by my decision. You have to protect your own peace, even when it's difficult. What do you guys think? Have you ever been in a situation where your job was used against you by family or friends? How did you handle it? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and perspectives. Thanks so much for listening. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more conversations like this. I'll see you in the next one.